Ciao a tutti, Marcello here. Just last week I introduced 6 new titles with available test builds, and this week there are even more. While this surge is partly due to the February Steam Next Fest, it also reflects a growing trend among developers to let players try their games early, gathering feedback that helps shape the final product. With that in mind, here are 10 new RPGs, strategy and roguelike games that have recently launched a playable demo. Games that in my opinion are well worth checking out. On Friday, you will have part 2 of this video with other 10 games from the Steam Next Fest. Anyway, let's go.
Fancy seeing you here. Welcome to Torwen.
I couldn't start this video any other way than by highlighting the exciting arrival of a demo for one of the most anticipated isometric RPGs. Of course, I'm talking about Solasta II, the sequel to the RPG that made verticality a core gameplay element, and it's back in full force in this new entry. The demo dropped, giving players access to a pre-made party of 4 characters to test out the brand new and improved UI, the enhanced dialogue system with meaningful choices that impact the story, and the refined combat mechanics. If you're a fan of this kind of RPGs, you shouldn't even be watching this, just go download the demo now. The developers sent me a key for Shadowveil Legend of the Five Rings, but unfortunately I haven't had the chance to try this intriguing mix of board game, roguelite and auto battler yet. The setting is truly fascinating, immersing you in a world of samurai blended with dragons, gods and other fantastical creatures. Roguelite style progression, a combat system where you strategically place your pieces and watch the battle unfold, and a beautifully inspired art style. These are the key features of Shadowveil. The game debuted just a few days ago with a playable demo, and it's set to launch in early March on PC via Steam. The next one is actually at the top of my personal list for the weekend. It's called He Is Coming, an RPG where a resurrected Demon King's minions appear every 3 days, forcing you to adapt your equipment and strategy on the fly to survive. It's expected to launch sometime in 2025, but in the meantime the demo absolutely deserves your attention. I'm not entirely sure what Promise Mascot Agency really is. What do I know is that it's developed by a team of industry veterans who have worked on some major titles in the past. It looks like a wild and unexpected mix of action simulation and some kind of turn-based combat system or something along those lines. An open game world and mascots that are actually powerful beings aiding the player in a fight against evil. It sounds generic on paper, but honestly, I have no idea what to expect from Promise Mascot Agency, and that just makes me even more curious to try it. The full release is expected sometime in 2025. Is there anything cooler than a giant mech wielding massive swords, ready to slice enemies to pieces? For me, it's absolutely awesome. Deathring's second impact puts you in control of one of these stylish war machines facing off against monstrous creatures in tactical battles. The challenge: carefully planning your moves to minimize damage to buildings and civilians while taking down your foes. A robust mecha build system allowing you to mix and match various components for unique, powerful loadouts. For sure a demo to try, while the release of the game is planned for Q2 2025. Chaos Front demo provides a snapshot of the latest turn-based space mecha title in the Chaos Galaxy series, blending inspirations from Super Robo Wars, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and Advance Wars. In this limited prologue, you'll assemble a mercenary corps, recruit pilots and captains, buy mechas and spaceships, and navigate the war-torn Center Sea sector. The larger story sees three great power vying for control in the aftermath of a fallen empire, driving economic exploitation and sparking rebellions across the galaxy. The full game is expected in July 2025.
When the meteorite struck, it unleashed...
We announced it not too long ago, and Chains of Freedom is already ready to be explored, thanks to its demo now available on the Valve store.
To protect our world.
Its post-apocalyptic Eastern European setting strongly resembles Mutant Year Zero, and to be honest, so does its tactical combat system. In any case, I think Chains of Freedom is definitely a game worth checking out as soon as possible. Up on the right, you will find our video preview.
Every victory brings us closer to retaining our freedom.
For JRPG fans, there's a new entry in the series that may have flown under the radar for some. Alder Forge, clearly inspired by the Persona series, returns with its second chapter, which expands on the story and systems of its predecessor. Introducing a party of 8 characters, some familiar, some new, to face looming conflict in a post-cataclysm world. Set 2 years after the Orvisian invasion, you'll command the 4th Squadron plus additional allies, leveraging dynamic combat boosts, skill fusion, and a refined crafting system. There are no details yet on a potential release date, but it will be launching in early access, so the best thing you can do for now is dive into the demo and see what it has to offer. There's no doubt that Monster Trade is one of the most beloved deck-building games of all time. Playing as the Force of Hell, you had to defend your train on its journey to the underworld, protecting the burning pyre at all costs. A unique combat system featuring multiple vertical levels to defend returns in this sequel, which seems to build on the same mechanics while introducing new card types. If you loved the first game, you are almost obligated to give this one a shot. There's no exact release date for the full build yet, but it's definitely one to keep an eye on. And let's wrap up this part 1 list of playable demos with another title that has me seriously intrigued. It's called Deck of Hunts and is a roguelite deck building strategy game where you personify a malevolent haunted house bent on ensnaring brave or foolhardy visitors. By day, you'll methodically expand and customize your mansion's layout with traps, minions, rooms, and hidden corridors, protecting the earth room, the source of your dark power. By night, you'll lure unexpected humans inside, unleashing a deck of ghoulish cards to sow fear and madness from shifting walls to blood-curdling screams. In the past few hours, the demo has been updated with new content and technical improvements. This video ends here. See you on Friday for part 2. Wish you the best. Ciao!